Welcome to In-Depth Outdoors, bringing you ice fishing's hottest bites with James Holt, Scott Stile, and the IDO fishing team. Walleye, crappie, pike, lake trout, and more. We'll take you to North America's top destination in search of your favorite species. More fish, bigger fish, In-Depth Outdoors. Brought to you by Lake Master, leading in accuracy, following with success. Markham High Power Ice Sonar. Take the Markham High Power Challenge at markhampower.com. Snowsuit Performance Winterwear, engineered with you in mind. Otter Outdoors. Get out onto the ice and into the outdoors. Custom Jigs and Spins, the hottest baits below the ice.
Ice fishing is quickly becoming one of the fastest growing outdoor recreation sports in the country, and for good reason. Anybody can participate and have a great time, friends, relatives, kids, and the equipment that's available now is so highly refined. You can come out on the ice, catch a lot of fish, and be comfortable while you're doing it. And that's a big change from the past, where the image of an ice fisherman is that cold, lonely guy out in the middle of a lake sitting on a bucket. Those days are gone. For me, early ice means Team Wild one man. It's light, highly portable, keeps me warm, carries all my gear. And for punching holes, 4-stroke auger, weighs 20 pounds. It is so easy to start and get around. Anybody can come out here and with a minimal amount of work, get at these fish. And once you've got those two key items, the portable ice house and the auger, all that's left, flasher and a good trusty rod. That's a good one, buddy.
Got a good one?
Yes, I do. This is how we're going to start this thing off right here. Oh, look at that giant.
Oh, wow.
Not bad, huh?
Nice fish.
We're out here today with Luke Hogland, In-Depth Outdoor Ice Staffer, and we're on the ice looking for what I've got right here, giant early ice bluegills. And the conditions are we've got 3 to 5 inches of rock solid ice, and that's a great start to the 2008 ice fishing season. Barring any real heavy snowfall, we can look forward to a long and safe season out on the ice. There he is, boink, boink. You can see him just sitting on that spring bobber. The way he's hitting, I can tell he's a smaller fish, so I'm gonna let him be. Key is to put that bait just above those bluegill, and then slowly raise it up. You can see how slow my rod tip is moving up off the ice. When I say slow, I mean slow. If you don't have one following it up as you raise, then just drop it back down real slow and put it above another one, give it a couple jiggles, and then just start pulling back up real slow again. There he is. Every time. Oh, this was a feisty one. All right, this is a nice one. There we go. Not a bad fish at all. That's the technique. Just put it just above that fish you see on your Markham. Get that fish to start coming with you, and then you just slowly pull it away. Works a lot better than holding it motionless. That little game of chase will trigger a lot more fish to bite. There we go. Third time's a charm. Yeah. When a bluegill does that, you know he's a pretty good pie. Come here, buddy. There we go. Oh, he's not a super brute, but I'm a happy guy. As that sun was coming up, I got into a couple small gills. And of course, these bluegills are sight feeders. They always bite better when the sun's up. And we got a little sunshine on the ice here, first thing in the morning. This little lake we're fishing here today, fishing with Luke Hogland. What's so great about ice fishing as a sport is that, you know, in the summer, these little bodies of water are completely off limits. There's no public access on this little lake, but we're able to get out here in the winter. We just drag out on the ice, travel light, and I'm pretty sure that we're going to run into a whole lot of nice gills like this one. We're going to put him back. And the bait we're fishing here, this is a diamond jig from Custom Jigs and Spins, and I've tipped it with 2 red spikes. And those spikes are fed food that contain a dye, that dye their body the color of the food. So these are red. They don't naturally occur that color, but by using that technique, the bait dealers are able to give us some variety in the baits we present to these fish.
Ooh, that one feels nicer. Oh yeah, he's got some shoulders. Think it's a good one. Oh wow. Oh my gosh. Look at that gill. How beautiful is that fish? He just came in and smacked that gill pill. 9 inches, 9.5.
Well, given that you're 6'5" and those hands of yours are about as big as a bear's, I'd guess that's pretty close to 9, friend.
It's a good fish. Might be catching up to you finally. Fire Tiger gill pill, just rigged with 1 spike right now, seems to be working good for me. There's a good gill.
Is that the one you were working for?
Yeah. Been trying on this fish for a while now and you just wouldn't hit it, but oh, you just got wrapped around. Come on out, beauty. Not a fat fish, but a long one. Got a good one?
I think so, buddy. There we go. That one's fat and long. Pretty darn nice. You know that gill pill, that white with a tiger stripe? Yeah. That's been putting the smack down on them all day long. Been good for me. And again, we're talking about a gill. I'm 6'4", and that one goes way off my hand, so we're into a real nice batch of fish here. I'll let him go. All right.
Introducing the Markham LX5 high-power sonar. With 5 times more power than the competition, you'll see baits that are 60% smaller. Offering better target separation, you'll see multiple fish, not just one big blob. And better interference rejection. Markham virtually eliminates interference caused by other flashers. More power means you'll catch more fish. See the difference power makes at markhamtech.com.
What I'm doing is punching some extra holes. What Luke and I have noticed that in this pond, because there's a real healthy bluegill population, which means there isn't a real high population density, there's just not a lot of fish. The ones that are here are nice. And what we're finding is every time we punch a hole or fish a new hole, we're able to catch a couple nice fish in that general area, and then it goes real slow, or we might catch some smaller fish. So I'm just going to move around and pop some more holes in the deeper part of this little lake and see if doing that won't open up some new fish to us. And there's another one coming. Man, what a bite. And this, it needs to be stressed. This just will not last. Oh, missed him. Right now at first ice, you know, we've got 3, 4, 5 inches of just rock hard ice. Good light penetration. There's still real good oxygen levels here in this little lake. And the bite is just fantastic. A couple more weeks of winter, we'll get a lot of snow on this body of water. And what'll happen is, you'll get reduced light penetration, the weeds will start to die off, and when they decay, your oxygen levels fall. And that can really have a negative effect on your bite overall. So first ice is always the best ice, and the best time to get into a bunch of big bluegills. Now that was 3 real quick. This might not be a bluegill. He's got some shoulders if it is. Get off of there. No, God, look at that fish. Oh! That's what we're talking about. Well, like we said earlier for reference, people want to have bluegills that are as big as your hand. That one goes halfway up my forearm. What? I mean, look at that. All the way from the tips of my fingers up past my wrist. That's a big bluegill. And that fish absolutely accentuates my point. First ice, best ice. Get out here, bring your friends, bring your family, and just think right now, how much would your children love to be out here icing bluegills with Dad of that quality? And in this kind of numbers on a day when the temperatures are fantastic. And look at that. Completely covers both hands from side to side. That is a big bluegill. And genetics are important, so back he goes. All right.
Oh, there's a nice one.
That was a nice hit.
Yeah. This is going to be a good fish.
Can I help a guy?
If it's a bluegill, yes, please.
Oh, wow. Boy. There you go.
That's what we're after. That fish was actually a high riser. The less aggressive fish, the smaller fish, were down closer to the bottom, and this one, we're fishing in 12 to 13 feet of water. And this fish was about 9 feet down. And he came up and smoked it as soon as I got my jig up to him. Good fish. You say, James, 9.5?
That's a 9.5-inch gill, about a half block from the bus stop, pal.
Think he's 10?
No, he's about 9.5, I'd bet. But it's just funny. I mean, we were just commenting on, there's a whole line of kids down here at the bus stop. They're all headed off to school. This is our play day.
A little bit better than decent.
He thinks he's a great big. I love that. You watch the gill pill just float all the way down, the bluegills come right up. Boom. No doubter. Come here, buddy. There we go. Decent fish. This lake has a real nice size structure to it. We do have some small fish in here, but for the most part, they're all pretty decent. That doesn't happen by accident. It's pretty easy to get the population of bluegills in a pond kind of messed up, out of whack as far as size go. But it's a decent fish. Certainly not one of the bigger ones we've had today, but I'll get that one back.
Fishing in about 13 feet of water right now, and I've got a fish down here just trying to get him to bite, and he won't quite commit yet. Just barely tapping my bait. I think he's got it. Yep, he's got it. Feels like a good one. Oh yeah, another nice gill. The same size we've been getting into. Got him on that Fire Tiger gill pill with 2 spikes on it. Oh, there's one. Nice fish. It's fighting really well.
Bluegill just don't get enough credit.
Yeah. When you get them that big, though, they should. Look at the size of that fish. Wow.
You know, yours might be bigger. Mine's fatter. Check that thing out.
Wow.
Oh man, that is a big fish you got there.
Double gills.
Look at the belly on that.
Man.
Cheeseburger with fries?
Yeah. They sure have been eating well, haven't they?
Yeah, they really have. You don't mind if I release mine over here, do you?
No, huh?
Didn't figure you would. Yeah, that's a super fish. Anytime you can lip a bluegill, that's a good sign. Man, that thing is a beast.
Otter Pro Series fish houses have all the technology and comfort that you demand. The toughest sled on snow and ice will handle all your gear and then some. Flip over the custom-made 900 denier ballistic canvas top for instant comfort. Plastic runners make pulling or towing the sled easy so you can cover more water and catch more fish. Aircraft quality, modified square tubular framing, and ultra-comfortable swivel seats keep you warm and dry catching fish in any weather. Pick up your Otter Pro Series house at your local dealer today or visit our website.
Oh yeah. Nobody's got a bigger heart than a bluegill. I don't think they're huge. There we go. There's a dandy fish. What makes fish like that so neat is we're watching the LX5 there. In this gill pill, I'll show you the shape, and it really does something pretty unique. I'll put this fish down. Because it's flat on the bottom, You can see it's got a rounded top and it's very flat on the bottom. When it falls down like that, and it falls very slowly. And what that does is it gets towards the bottom. A lot of times these bluegills, when they're aggressive, they'll rush right up to meet it. And when you're watching that on the LX5, it's almost like watching a video game. You got your jig going down, bluegill coming up, and you just kind of time it with your rod. As soon as the two intersect, set the hook. You got them just about every time. You know, we're out here on 3 inches of ice. The weather's fantastic. You know, to an ice fisherman, this early ice bite like this is what a guy waits all summer for. All right. This one's actually fighting like crazy. You know, when you get into a real good bluegill like this, you got your drag set right, they will pull drag. There we go. Everybody's after hand-sized bluegills. That one comes up way past my wrist. That's well over 9-inch bluegill there. And a heck of a fight. I thought he was actually gonna be bigger than that. But that's a super fish. On a body of water that's this open to the public, so small. Obviously it's been well cared for, but that's a quality fish. How's yours, Luke?
I think you got me by quite a bit, James.
Well, that'll kind of show you the difference there a little bit, but they're both nice fish.
Both beautiful fish.
You bet.
Fun to catch.
I walked over here to this hole. We had been kind of clustered up in a group, Luke and I over here, and we've been hitting on those fish for maybe about 20 minutes and figured, oh, let's come back to where we had some fish earlier in the morning. Harley dropped that gill pill back down there and got this one.
Log on to idofishing.com. That's idofishing.com, and you'll be on your way to catching more and bigger fish. And you'll find fishing reports from all your favorite bodies of water, with monster fish photos, a friendly, helpful forum, and streaming video of every In-Depth Outdoors episode available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week.
Oh, whoo, that one come just smoking up. Got a pretty nice mark right underneath my jig. You can see I'm moving it up and down right there. Now, just kind of slow down and hover a little bit and see if I can't get him to bite. There, oh, there's one. Hey, yeah. I got a pretty decent one here, Luke.
Good one?
Yes, indeed.
Need some help?
No, but thank you. There you go. Ah, there we go. That's a lot of bluegill there. You know, what's real key to these small little lakes like this is a real healthy predator-prey balance. And because these bodies of water are so small, food can be pretty limited. And what you want to avoid is keeping any of the big predators, any of the big bass, the catfish, or if there's northerns in the lake, you definitely want to let the larger fish go. Because what will happen as you pull those big predators out, these bluegills spawn so successfully in this type of body of water, you end up with a stunted population. As soon as you get a stunted population in a lake this small, bluegills like that, they're history.
Introducing the Markham LX5 high-power sonar. With 5 times more power than the competition, you'll see baits that are 60% smaller. Offering better target separation, you'll see multiple fish, not just one big blob. And better interference rejection. Markham virtually eliminates interference caused by other flashers. More power means you'll catch more fish. See the difference power makes at markhamtech.com.
This one's angry. Goes. Buddy, I know you said they were going to get rolling real good around late afternoon, and that's what's going on. They're coming a long ways to hit these gill pills. Very often afternoon is prime time on these big bluegills. During the middle of the day when we got real high skies like we had earlier, the bite slowed down a little bit. We were still able to ice some nice fish, so there was no reason for us to leave, but we're coming into late afternoon now. It's going to get real good. There's a fish. Oh yeah. Oh.
Good one?
He's pulling drag pretty good. He thinks he's good. Get that transducer out of there. This little lake is loaded. Well, so much for keeping my gloves on, Luke. I keep trying to get them on to get my fingers warm, but the fish keep biting. We're not the only ones that fish this pond. I mean, you can definitely see that this fish was either injured somehow or has been caught and released. His whole upper jaw is missing. So somebody else has come in here at some other time, caught this fish, and felt well enough about letting him go to swim away, and of course I got to enjoy the fight again. So we'll do the same.
Oh, this is gonna be a better fish, I think. I just love it when they fight good like that. Oh, yeah. That is by far my biggest bluegill of the day. He's got it all, length, and he's fat and wide. What a beautiful trophy bluegill. My hands are pinky to pinky right now, and this fish is longer than thumb to thumb.
Yep. And you're 6'5".
And I'm 6'5".
Well, not that we worked real hard. I mean, that's what's great about these small bodies of water. And that's why ice fishing is becoming more and more popular. It's inexpensive, you know, relatively. There's no big boat. There's no big truck to pull that boat. You can get out here on the ice with friends and family. It doesn't cost a lot of money. And you get to fish bodies of water that for the rest of the year, when this ice cover's gone, you can't get out here. You can't put a boat on this body of water. So wintertime is the only time where you can get out and chase this caliber of fish on these small bodies of water. That's a trophy.
That is a big fish.
Today's day on the ice was all about the changing of the season, going from late fall into early winter, when a guy can get out with a good friend on thin ice and get after these just fantastic bluegills on these small bodies of water. And one of the keys to finding these bodies of water is being willing to look at places where all other anglers are just passing by. And when you take the time to check out opportunities like this is the reward, this is the result. And I want to thank you, Luke. I mean, I had a blast today, and it was just fantastic being able to share it with a good friend.
That was a great time.
35-degree weather, per 4 or 5 inches.
Anything better.
4 or 5 inches of rock solid ice. We only get this one time a year.
Bluegills like this just make the day that much better.
We caught so many fish today, and really we need to stress conservation, conservation, conservation. These small bodies of water will not handle excessive pressure. So what we've chosen to do, we're going to keep 5 gills apiece. And when you get on a body of water like this, we ask you to do the same. Be very aware the impact your actions have on the quality of the fishing. 5 bluegills each, throw in a little potato and a vegetable, we're going to eat good.
Heck yes, I can't wait.
Thanks for watching. We'll see you next week.